One more time. Ana bechoa, gidula jevika, dati zerura. Thank you. I'm here all day. So, this is a unique bat mitzvah ceremony. But it doesn't matter whether it's done in a sanctuary, a synagogue, or here. It doesn't matter, because the essence, the core of what it means to become a bat mitzvah in the Jewish tradition is the same. In fact, you don't need to do a thing. A little known secret, and we don't tell people this because then I'd be out of a job. We don't tell people. Basically, all you need to do to become a bat mitzvah is to turn 13. That's it. Nothing else needs to happen. There is an idea, there's an understanding. There's a specific teaching from Rabbi Dov Ber of the town of Mezrich. Rabbi Dov Ber taught that in order to become something new, in order to transform, in order to transition into something new, there is a moment when you're not what you used to be, but you're not quite what you're going to be. You're in between. It's called, in the American world, it's called a liminal moment. A moment of in-between. It's a very important moment. And cultures across the world mark or celebrate or do something to make a ritual out of this liminal moment, this moment in between. When you're not quite a girl, this is not a Britney Spears commercial, you're not quite a girl, but you're not yet a woman. There's this moment in between. Bat mitzvah is exactly that. Bat mitzvah is marking the transition in between. It's a way for us together to celebrate, in this case we celebrate Tali, as she is growing up. So there's this idea that moment of in between is to be protected, is to be celebrated. We cover her with joy and with blessing, and that's where we are right now. That's what we decided this exact day was going to be, this moment of transition. When Tali is leaving behind ways that she used to be, leaving behind some childish things, and she is coming towards what we all see her turning into, which is a young woman. She's heading there. But for now, on this day, she's neither. And that's why we're here to celebrate together. Tali has prepared a speech for you. It ties into what the Torah portion of this particular week is, but more importantly, it ties into some of the things that she did along the way to prepare and to celebrate becoming a bat mitzvah.
The Torah portion that's read this week is called Naso. In Naso, God has Aaron, Moses' brother, bless all of the Israelites with a very special prayer. The prayer is called the priestly blessing. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and watch over you. Ya'er Adonai pinav alecha ve'yichuneka. May God's light shine on you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai pinav alecha ve'yisem la shalom. May God's presence be with you, and may God give you peace. The rabbis noticed that there is something interesting about the way the blessing was written. The first line has 3 words, the next line has 5, and the final line has 7 words. Each time, if you haven't noticed, the number of words increased by 2. The rabbis asked why it was written this way. Does it mean anything? They said yes. It teaches us that just like the number of words in the blessing keeps increasing, we in life should always try to increase blessings in the world. This means that we should always be trying to make the world a better place. That's what it means to increase blessings in the world. I have my own way of understanding this teaching. In my opinion, you can come inexperienced into this world with no knowledge or understanding. You come into this world not really having done anything for the world. In the words of the Torah portion, you come into the world with 3 words. meaning you come into the world not having done much. We grow and grow in our struggle to add 2 words to the life we are eventually going to leave behind, and leave it with 5 or 7 or more words for the next generation. In other words, adding 2 words to the world means leaving the earth better than when you got here. As a baby, growing meant gaining weight and getting taller. All I had to do was eat. As a young child, it meant becoming more and more independent, understanding more about the world and life, and just fitting in. That is a struggle every child must overcome with the support of friends and family. Today, as a bat mitzvah, I see growing differently than I have before. Losing weight became more important than gaining weight. Being who I am is more important than fitting in. Growing and adding 2 words to the earth is one of the many things I feel are important. Becoming a bat mitzvah gave me the opportunity to add more words to the life I'm eventually going to leave behind. This past year, I have been maturing from a young child to a mature and almost responsible woman. My whole life, I've been told what to do and whether it was right or wrong. Now, as I get older and hopefully wiser, I learn to apply my judgment on whether something is right or wrong. My parents must hope that they've taught me well, and I hope to make them proud. As a bat mitzvah, I got involved in different projects intended to make our world a better place. This was my way of adding 2 words to the world, just like my Torah portion teaches us. First, the one I am most proud of. When I was 10 years old, I walked in my first multiple sclerosis walk in North Brunswick. At the time, my family joined Team Weiss, which was led by my mom's childhood friend, Mike Weiss. Where am I? Who was diagnosed with MS in 2004. While I walked the last 2 years, this year I wanted to